Due to the nature of the wrestling industry, it's only natural that taking all those bumps and bruises will have a huge impact on a wrestler's appearance. This also means that wrestlers can look a lot older than they actually are. It's also used to be rather common for ex-wrestlers to be no stranger to the partying life, which kinda made them worse for wear. And in spite of this, there are those wrestlers who have aged amazingly and look just as good as they did 15 years ago. This is mainly down to them keeping their mental and physical health on track and focusing on their key goals. Which wrestlers were they? Well, join us now as we look at 10 WWE wrestlers who have aged like a fine wine. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Number 10. Sean Waltman. Sean Waltman, aka X-Pac, made a successful wrestling career predominantly in the 90s. However, when his time in the limelight dwindled, Waltman would struggle with his mental health, and this led to him making some questionable decisions. But thankfully, over the past few years, Waltman has focused on himself and he looks better than ever. Waltman is healthy and happy and enjoys interacting with fans as well as making the odd appearance at independent shows. Waltman is set to turn 50 this year and he's actually in the best shape of his entire career. He is ripped with an incredible six-pack, no pun intended. Waltman looks so impressive that there have been calls from fans to see the former European champion enter this year's Royal Rumble match. But alas, we'll have to wait until his eventual return. Number 9. Batista. When Batista made the decision to leave a promising WWE career behind to enter the world of Hollywood, it was a huge risk. It's really hard to break into Hollywood, and outside of The Rock, nobody has really managed to break through in such a way to maintain a career. Batista managed to shatter these stereotype of wrestlers in movies, and he's now one of the most in-demand actors in the world. This opened the doors for WWE stars such as John Cena to be major successes, and this is something that Cena himself would admit. One of the reasons for Batista's success is that he just looks like he did during his time in the WWE. He has a notable look and he has maintained his conditioning. He's 53 years of age, but Batista certainly doesn't look it. He has aged amazingly and it looks like there's no stopping the Marvel star from making further movies on the silver screen. Number 8. Bobby Lashley. Well, Bobby Lashley has had a tremendous few years in WWE. Having won the WWE title on a number of occasions, Lashley is truly on the best run of his entire career. Now, although Lashley is 45 years of age, he looks the exact same he did in 2006. How Lashley looks this good in his mid-40s is mind-blowing, and the fact that he is somehow faster and stronger than he was during his initial run is truly something to behold. According to Lashley, his secret is doing things in moderation. He doesn't drink and he enjoys looking after his body in any way he can. With Lashley still performing at the highest level at 45, it's likely that the popular star still has a long career ahead of him. Number 7. Goldberg. Although there's some open criticism surrounding Goldberg in WWE, fans can't deny just how amazing he looks for 55 years of age. Goldberg is in better shape than he was during his initial WWE run, and although he's not the best in-ring worker in the world, this doesn't take away from the fact that he can still perform his signature spots. According to Goldberg, he was self-conscious about his appearance, especially when he returned to WWE in 2016, and he knew he needed to be in great shape. Speaking to GQ magazine in 2017, the Hall of Famer revealed, "Well, it's always been eat as much as humanly possible and stay away from the fat. Carbs are my friend. As long as I don't eat them late at night, I'm good. Except for the fact that now I have to train late at night. When you're 50 years old and you're putting your underwear on in front of millions of people and you used to be me, let's just say that I've cleaned up my diet quite a bit. I didn't used to be as strict with my fat intake. I didn't know what gluten-free was then. I ate everything I saw back then." Number 6. Trish Stratus. Considered by many to be one of the greatest and most influential female stars of her time, Trish Stratus left an irreparable mark on the wrestling industry. Following a retirement from WWE in 2006, Trish focused on new projects such as yoga, and she's even been willing to make the odd return here and there. But whenever Trish does make a rare appearance on television, fans are often speechless in relation to just how good Trish looks. She's 46 years old, but looks truly amazing. The key, according to Trish, is her diet. She has a strict diet which focuses on organic, unprocessed foods, and she tries to limit her dairy intake. This is supported by the strict fitness program, which has really helped Trish turn back the clock. Number 5. Stone Cold Steve Austin. And whenever Stone Cold Steve Austin makes an appearance on television, fans all ask the same thing: why does he never age? Austin retired from in-ring competition in 2003, and almost 20 years later, he looks virtually the same. If anything, he looks healthier. Austin has put on a ton of muscle mass and looks to be in tremendous physical shape. This is likely why there are always calls and questions relating to Austin coming out of retirement for one final match. But Austin seems to be happy to do his own projects, which include hosting the acclaimed Broken Skull sessions on the WWE Network. Number 4. Tori Wilson. Tori Wilson began making appearances for WWE again back in 2018, and when she first began doing this, it was truly a sight to behold in relation to how young Tori looked. Tori is currently 46 and looks just like she did when she was in her 20s. She would take to Instagram to explain how she looks so youthful. She stated, "Best anti-aging secret? Lift weights. A strong body is youthful and strength is empowering. Often women concentrate on being as thin as possible, but as we age especially, thinness looks like frailty. Frailty has a bad rap for coming with age, and it's time to change that." Number 3. Rey Mysterio. When you make a career from high-flying, dangerous offense, you would assume it would have a huge impact on your body and appearance. However, when it comes to legendary superstar Rey Mysterio, he's certainly an exception to the rule. Mysterio is 47 years old and he manages to still perform at the highest level in WWE and looks to be in the best shape of his career. He's in tremendous shape and can still execute the majority of the moves he did during the peak of his career. It's unknown what Mysterio's secret is to looking so good as he does, but it probably helps that Mysterio remains one of the most unproblematic stars in the locker room, meaning he doesn't have to burden himself with any unnecessary stress. Number 2. AJ Styles. AJ Styles is currently 44 years of age and absolutely looks incredible. Due to AJ's in-ring style, you'd expect he'd look much older than the majority of wrestlers, but this isn't the case. AJ is performing at the highest level in WWE and his match quality is just as high as it was a decade ago. He's remained in great shape and it's clear that he likes to spend his free time playing video games and relaxing rather than doing anything that is too damaging to his body. And number 1. RTruth. A former US champion RTruth turned 50 this year, and when fans found this out that he was turning 50, they were truly bewildered. Truth looks the same as he did during the Attitude Era, and he hasn't aged a day. The expression "age like fine wine" certainly applies to Truth, and he doesn't just look amazing, but he moves and wrestles just like he did 20 years ago. Now we know that Truth is one of the most beloved superstars in the locker room, as he's friends with just about everybody, and combining his positive outlook on life with a solid, consistent workout routine have led to Truth looking anything but 50 years old. But there you have it, folks, 10 WWE wrestlers who have aged like a fine wine. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.